In this video, we'll be comparing the Pioneer VSX-LX305, Denon AVR-X3800H, Marantz SR7015, and the Onkyo TX-NR6050 to find out which of these receivers offers the best value and performance. Now, choosing the right receiver can be quite a challenge. Now, most online reviews are either paid for promotions or solo evaluations, making it really difficult to make an informed choice. Now, I faced the same dilemma when it came to choosing an ideal receiver for me to pair with my KEF LS50s and REL subwoofer. In this review, I'm going to put these receivers to test and give you my thoughts, which of them offers the best value and sound quality. Now, for those of you looking for a quick answer, there isn't a clear-cut winner among these options. However, if I had to pick one, I'd probably lean towards the Denon 3800H for its features and the Marantz 7015 for its sound quality. Now, I won't bore you to death with technical specs of each of these receivers, but there are a few standout features that you should consider when making an informed decision. The total number of channels and power output, the presence of pre-outs on the receiver, the quality of room correction software included, the build quality and component quality, and the number of 8K inputs and outputs. With those criteria in mind, let's quickly display the specs of each of these receivers. The Onkyo is the budget-friendly option with the least amount of power and limited room correction with no pre-outs. The Pioneer is a step up and has good amount of power, comes with Dirac built in, but sadly has limited subwoofer outputs and no pre-outs. The Denon is fully loaded. It's the real deal. When it comes to specs, it has good amount of power, supports 4 subwoofers and plenty of 8K inputs. The Marantz is showing its age with limited 8K capability, but has most power and pre-outs. Now let's zero in on 2 critical aspects when it comes to selecting your AV receiver: room correction and audio quality. When it comes to room correction, we are presented with 2 options: the Odyssey Multi-EQ and Dirac. Now, if you're watching this review, you've probably come across loads and loads of review on Dirac on various forums, and it does indeed excel when it comes to room correction, phase matching, level adjustment when compared to Odyssey. However, it's essential to keep your expectations in check. Dirac won't magically transform mediocre speakers or an average amplifier into a high-end audio setup. What Dirac does, it does exceptionally well, and that's room correction. It fine-tunes what your amplifier is capable of, but it won't perform miracles with your components. In this category, Dirac stands out as the clear winner. There's no doubt about it. Nevertheless, it's worth noting that Odyssey has been steadily improving and offers a mobile app for $20, which can come close to Dirac in terms of certain aspects, but it still lacks when it comes to overall room correction. Of all the receivers tested here, Pioneer is the only one that provides Dirac built in. For Denon, you have an option to add Dirac, but it comes at an extra cost. So in terms of room correction alone, Pioneer takes the lead. I want to reiterate a crucial point: Dirac won't miraculously make a subpar audio system sound better. It excels in refining room correction, and that's where it ends. Now for the most subjective aspect of this review, which is audio quality. It is essential to remember that individual tastes vary widely. Your choice will largely depend on your sonic preferences and the type of music you listen to. So to do this review on audio quality, we're going to listen to the same song on the same speakers inside the same room, back to back on these receivers. While this may not provide a perfect comparison, my aim is to provide you a glimpse into the sound characteristics of each speaker. I'll do my best to articulate the nuances, helping you better understand the distinct audio differences between these AVRs.
I got trapped in your eyes the moment you looked at me. From across the room, those eyes kept following me. Something popped in my brain, no baby, only you I see. Feels like I'm going insane and only you can save me. Feels like I'm drowning in ocean's blue. Baby, come on, baby, baby, come on, let's go. I'm losing control, but lost in this place. Keep jumping around, all I see is your face.
Onkyo TX-NR6050 is the most budget-friendly option I tested, and it shows in its build quality and sound quality. In theater dimensional mode, movie dialogue is clear, making it a great budget option for sound quality. However, it just lacks the overall punch and refinement. Vocals tend to be a bit warm with insufficient instrument separation. It's like a cozy, warm sound with limited depth and instrument distinction. While it offers great value for the price, if you're using this to drive $1,000 speakers, my suggestion, look elsewhere. The Pioneer LX305 received most of my attention. With Dirac, I was able to fine-tune the audio to my liking. The dialogue enhancement mode also excels here, providing clarity and making dialogues easily intelligible. However, this receiver just lacks the overall punch and leans towards warmer tones, with less instrument separation. Compared to Denon, you'll notice fewer instruments on the high end. On the upside, the vocals have nice warmer tone, especially the male voices boasting of a pleasing mid-bass. Now let's discuss the Denon AVR-3800H, which is perhaps the most divisive. It stands out for its build quality, features, subwoofer outputs, and more. But when it comes to sound quality, Denon is not my top pick. Allow me to explain. Denon shines in instrument separation, and the Odyssey app enables fine-tuning in your room. You'll hear instruments on Denon that you won't catch on other receivers, and the bass packs a punch. So what's the catch? Well, while Denon initially impresses, extended listening can be a little bit fatiguing. The treble and the highs tend to be a bit bright, which, while providing excellent clarity, also becomes its weakness. It's akin to techno music. Bright highs, punchy lows, but it lacks the warmth in male voices, it's just lacking mid-bass. Furthermore, the dialogue enhancement features fall short when compared to Pioneer. There's a lot to appreciate here, and if you like the Denon sound, then this might be the receiver for you. But for me personally, the highs were not to my taste, leading me to a tough decision to return this amplifier. And that brings me to the final receiver I tested, which is the Marantz SR7015. Now this receiver hails from 2020 and is beginning to show its age in terms of its user interface and also the limited 8K inputs. It's not the receiver to go for if you crave the latest features. However, at this price point, it's pretty close to 3800H and even lower in some places. Now in terms of audio quality, this just excels. It's just got the best of both worlds. It has got that clarity and the instrument separation that you get from Denon, while preserving the mid-bass in the vocals that you get from Pioneer. It isn't overly bright in the high end, yet boasts of clarity and instrument separations that draws you into more audio details on the same song. The bass isn't as punchy as Denon, but the male voices sound warmer and fuller. Again, it's not perfect, but it's the best among the ones I tested. And as you can see, there is no perfect receiver. Each has its pros and cons. If you are aware of the limitations and choose the one within your budget, you cannot go wrong with either of these. As for me personally, my quest for the perfect receiver continues. The Marantz Cinema 50, here I come. With that, we come to the end of this review, and I'd like to thank you all for watching.